Today, I need to jackhammer the base of the tank so that we can clear any broken particles from the concrete base and create a proper slope to prevent water from penetrating the concrete. We skim coat the concrete and then seal it with caulking on top. It will make a second layer of protection against the weather. The red stool is my worksite bench, which I used for my flooring layout. I brought it from Korea. The Jot fuel is consistently moving, so various sounds are coming from it. Additionally, the airport YVR located right next to our station, making the noise unavoidable. I have placed my phone on my front upper pocket of my coverall and record my work. My foreman is working on the other tank, so the banging noise is probably him. Using a jackhammer requires careful preparation, proper technique, and attention to safety to avoid injury or damage. Below is a step-by-step procedure for operating a jackhammer, followed by key precautions to watch out for. This is where I put my half respirator. Then my hard head with facial. Here is showing how to make a loop for the electric cord so that it wouldn't unplug when drag your tools without moving the extension cordage. Preparing with an ET shock gloves. Now I start to jackhammer the base. Procedure for using a jackhammer. Preparation: select the right jackhammer. Use a jackhammer for the job. Electric, pneumatic, or hydraulic based on material, concrete, asphalt, and project size. Weights range from 35 to 90 pounds. Inspect the equipment, check for damage, loose parts, or worn bits. Ensure the bit is sharp and appropriate for the material, e.g., chisel for spade for digging. Secure power source for pneumatic jackhammers. Connect to a properly sized air compressor. Check CFM and PSI requirements. For electric models, a stable power supply with appropriate extension cords. Heavy duty, grounded. Hydraulic models require a compatible hydraulic power unit. Clear the work area, remove debris, bystanders, and obstacles. Mark underground. Utilities: call 811 in the U.S. to locate gas, water, or electric lines. Wear personal protective equipment PPE. Use safety goggles, steel toe boots, gloves, hearing protection, a hard hat, and a dust mask or respirator. Set up position the jackhammer. Place the jackhammer on a stable, flat surface. Ensure the bit is in contact with the work surface before starting. Connect power for pneumatic models. Securely attach hoses and check for leaks. Electric models, plug into a grounded outlet or generator. Verify hydraulic connections for hydraulic models. Test the tool. Briefly activate the jackhammer to ensure it's functioning correctly and the bit is secure. Operation: grip and stance. Hold the jackhammer firmly with both hands, one on the handle and one on the auxiliary grip. Stand with feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, and body balanced. start braking, position the bit at a 90-degree angle to the surface for maximum impact. For angled cuts, tilt slightly up to 30 degrees but avoid excessive angling to prevent bit binding. Apply steady downward pressure but let the tool's weight do most of the work. Work in short bursts, operate in controlled 10 to 15 second bursts to avoid overheating or fatigue. Break larger surfaces into smaller sections, starting at edges or cracks. Adjust as needed if the bit gets stuck. Stop the tool, gently rock it to free the bit, and resume. Switch bits, e.g., from chisel to moil point if the material requires a different approach. Post-operation, turn off and disconnect. Shut off the jackhammer and disconnect it from the power source or compressor. Clean the tool, remove dust and debris from the jackhammer and bit. Inspect for wear or damage. Store properly. Store the jackhammer upright in a dry, secure location. Lubricate parts as per the manufacturer's instructions. Clean the work area, clear broken material and debris, and dispose of it safely. What to watch out for: safety hazards, vibration risks, prolonged use can cause hand, arm vibration syndrome, HAVS. Limit continuous use to 15 to 30 minutes. Use anti-vibration gloves. Noise jackhammers produce 100 to 120 decibels, hearing which loss can cause. Always wear ear protection. Dust and debris. Inhaling silica dust from concrete can cause respiratory issues. Use a dust mask or respirator and consider wet cutting methods to reduce dust. Flying debris. Ensure bystanders are at a safe distance, at least 10 to 15 feet, and wear eye protection. Equipment issues: bit jamming. Avoid forcing the bit into hard material at an incorrect angle, as it can get stuck or break. If jammed, stop and free it carefully. Overheating. Electric or pneumatic models may overheat with prolonged use. Follow duty cycle recommendations, e.g., 50% on for some models off. Power supply problems for electric jackhammers. Avoid overloading circuits. For pneumatic models, ensure the compressor maintains consistent pressure. Environmental and surface concerns: underground utilities striking gas, water, or electric lines can be deadly. Always verify utility locations before breaking ground. Surface stability. Ensure the work surface is stable to avoid tipping or losing control of the jackhammer. Rebar or metal. Hitting rebar in concrete can cause the bit to bind or break. Use a metal detector if rebar is suspected. Operator fatigue and technique fatigue. Jackhammers are heavy and vibrate intensely, leading to muscle strain. Use proper lifting techniques and take frequent breaks. Incorrect technique: excessive force or incorrect bit angle reduces efficiency and increases wear on the tool. Let the jackhammer's weight and power do the work. Environmental conditions: wet surfaces. Avoid using electric jackhammers in wet conditions to prevent electrocution. Ensure proper grounding. Extreme temperatures: cold weather can stiffen hoses or affect compressor performance. Hot weather can overheat equipment. Additional notes: training if you're inexperienced. Seek training or guidance from a professional. Misuse can lead to injury or equipment damage. Maintenance: regularly lubricate and service the jackhammer per the manufacturer's manual to ensure longevity. Regulations: check local regulations for noise restrictions or permits required for demolition work.